talent, but if they learn with much possible, they can become to talent. The other kind of talent is genetic potential. For example, some person very young, he's or she only 5 year or 3 year can do some work that person need to do in that age like 18 or 20. That is a genetic talent.
Great, well done, good answer. Hello, Quinn. Hello, Quinn. How are you today?
Good, I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. So, Quinn, in today's lesson, we are going to learn about talents. And we are going to discuss whether talent is genetic or learned. I'm teacher Shi, and I'll be your teacher for today. So, Quinn, what is your opinion? Is talent genetic or learned, or is it both?
In my opinion, I think talent is compile of genetic and learned because many people when they were born they inherit the talent the talent from her from their parent, but uh, gradually if they do not practice the this will not call the talent. If they want
Good.
to if they want to become the essence or the work become the talent, we need to practice more time and learn to improve it every day. So we hear that to we hear about the study that if we want to become an expert of something, we need to do in 10,000 hours to become expert of something. So I think if the talent is a combine of genetic and learn.
Yes, I agree. So that is very true. It could be both. So let's look at Benedict's answer to this topic. So, Puang, can you please read out Benedict's answer?
I believe talent is learned. According to an article I read recently, most famous pianists have received intensive training since they was young. They didn't show any special ability when they was a child.
Good. So, what does Benedict use to support his idea here?
I think the idea support here is most famous pianists have received intensive training since they was young.
Good. So, that's very good. These are facts. So, he includes facts. So, now let's look at Sue's idea on the topic. So, Quinn, can you read out Sue's idea?
Yes, I think talent is genetic. From my perspective, practice is very important. However, genetic factors contribute a lot of more to our success.
Good, well done. So, what does Sue use to support her idea here, Quinn?
The idea support is genetic factor contribute a lot of more to our success.
Good. So here she expresses her opinion. So both have great answers, but their idea will be even stronger if they combine both facts and opinion in their answer. So how can we combine facts and opinions to strengthen our idea? Let's start the lesson today to find out. Let's look at our lesson objectives. By the end of this lesson, You will be able to use target vocabulary to talk about talents, use passive voice with simple present, simple past, and modal verbs to make complete sentences, and combine facts and opinions to strengthen your idea in a discussion. First, we will review some vocabulary. So, how can you tell facts from opinions? Let's look at number one. Express your belief, attitudes, or feelings. So, Puang, what is the answer for number one? Is it fact or opinion?
I think number one is a fact.
Great. However, when we express our belief, attitudes, or feelings, this is an opinion. So it's what we think about a situation. So well done, Puang. Next, can I please have Quinn? What is the answer for number two? Use evidence from research or study.
I think number two is a fact.
Okay, so Quinn, what is the answer for number two?
Number two is fact.
Well done. So evidence, study, or research is always a fact. Next, Puang, can you tell me the answer for number three? Our objective. Is this a fact or opinion?
I think this is opinion.
Very good, but when we talk about objective, it is a fact. Subjective is an opinion. So well done. And lastly, Quinn, are neither true or false. Is this a fact or opinion?
Finally, is opinion.
Good, well done. It is opinion. So we just reviewed some characteristics of facts and opinions. In a discussion, we can combine both facts and opinions to strengthen our idea. Now let's use this knowledge to identify which sentence is fact and which one is opinion. Okay, so remember with facts, we use evidence from study or research. Facts are objective. Opinions, we express your beliefs, attitudes, or feelings and are neither true or false. You can combine facts and opinions to strengthen your idea. Now we need to read and choose fact or opinion. From my perspective, talent is both genetic and learned. So Puang, what is the answer for zero?
I think this is opinion.
Good, well done. That is correct. It is opinion. Now you will have 1 minute and 30 seconds to complete numbers 1 to 5. I have sent you the activity now. Your time starts now.
Same.
Okay, time's up. So Quinn, let's look at number 1. Is number 1 a fact or an opinion?
Number 1 is fact.
Well done, that is correct. Let's look at number 2. Puang, what is the answer for number 2?
I think number 2 is opinion.
Well done. That is correct. Quinn, what is the answer for number 3? Fact or opinion?
Number 3 is fact.
That is correct. Puang, what is the answer for number 4?
I think number 4 is opinion.
Well done, but it is actually a fact. And Quinn, what is the answer for number 5?
Finally is opinion.
Well done, that is correct. So here are some expressions you can use to give a fact. So for a fact, we could say, a study of found that, a study by investigated, the answer or the result was. One theory is that, according to a study I read recently, or according to an article I read recently, or did you know that? And for opinion, we could say, I think that, or I believe that, or I assume that, or from my perspective, or from my point of view. Now, this is an idea a person has about whether talent is genetic or learned. From my point of view, talent is genetic. Now you have to read and choose the correct word to complete this speaking. Okay, so Puang, can you please read out the first 2 sentences?
From my point of view, talent is genetic. According to an article I read recently, many famous musicians show potential in their early year.
Well done. And Quinn, okay, sorry, Puang, you can stop there. Well done, that was very good. And Quinn, you can read the next 2 sentences.
Yes, Mozart and Bach were considered child prodigies because they could write music at a very young age. From my perspective, practice is necessary, but the ability that are inherent from our parents are much more important.
Good, well done. And Quinn, can you say the word prodigies one more time?
Child prodigies.
Good, well done. Now you will do this exercise yourself. Now you have 1 minute to read and choose the correct word or phrase. I am sending you the activity now. Your time starts now. Okay, time is now up. So, Puang, what is the answer for number 1?
I think number 1 is theory.
Well done, that is correct. Quinn, what is the answer for number 2?
Number 2 is expert.
Well done. Puang, what is the answer for number 3?
I think number 3 is genetic.
Well done. Quinn, what is the answer for number 4?
Number 4 is investigate.
Well done. And Puang, what is the answer for number 5?
I think number 5 is inherit.
Well done, that is correct. So, we just reviewed some vocabulary on the topic of talent. So, Quinn, can you tell me what is this structure? Talent is learned.
That is the perspective up past positive tense.
Good, well done. So it is actually simple present in passive voice. So the structure is am, is, or are, could include not, plus a verb and a past participle. So let's look at the next. The children were trained. So, Huang, what structure is this? The children were trained.
I think this is past tense in the past.
Well done. So it is simple past in passive voice. So the structure is was or were, could include not, plus a verb and a past participle. Lastly, it cannot be learned. Anything can be learned and practiced. This is a modal structure. So modal verbs are can, could, should, may, and might, etc. So the structure is a modal verb. It could include not plus be plus a verb with a past participle. Now let's look at the topic. Is talent genetic or learned, or is it both? So find some facts to support your idea and type them into the chat box. Now you will find some facts to support your idea. You will put the fact you found in the chat box. Remember, facts use evidence from study or research and are objectives. So for example, here is the example. Genetic research by American Journal. Baseball players have excellent visual skills than average. Learned study of ballet dancers. Hours of practice make a difference in a ballet dancer's skills. So here are some of the facts about whether talent is genetic or learned. Now you have 3 minutes to look for facts to support your opinion, and you will put them into the chat box. So your time starts now. Okay, so poor use of genetic ability in music, sport, and science. Learned, practice at lab, do exercise. Good, very good. So Quinn, you said talent genetic of music. A study of 500 twins found that 80% of tone deafness is inherited. Learn, a popular theory that it takes 10,000 hours of practice to become an expert at something. So very good. That's great. Amazing. So now you have the facts. Now let's combine it with your own opinions to strengthen your idea. Here are some expressions that you can use when you want to talk about facts or opinion that we went over previously. So you can also use the passive voice in your speaking. Now you will have 2 minutes to prepare your speaking by combining both facts and opinions. So your time starts now. Okay, time's up. Now you will share with your partner in the breakout room and you will take turns to share your opinions like this. Remember to combine facts and opinions to strengthen your idea. I will send you an outline into the chat box, and now you will be put into a breakout room for 5 minutes to share your opinion, and then you will each have a chance to present. So you can join your breakout rooms now for 5 minutes.
Hello, Miss Quỳnh.
Hello, Miss Phương. Hello.
Hello. Today we discuss about the talent can come from genetic or learner. What do you think about that?
Yes, in my point of view, talent are part of genetic and learn. Some people are born with great potential, but without hard working and practicing, their talent will come to nothing. For example, like music, with some evidence of genetic difference, a study of 500 twins found that 80% of tone deafness is inherited. And
I think I think your opinion is true and already to be released by many people. From my perspective, I think that uh, talent can be genetic and learned because if one person they already have a little bit potential for talent, but they don't learn anything. They cannot be a talent person. So for one the person become to talent, they need to learn and have some genetic. It make them easy to become to talent.
Yeah, so it's same idea for me. It the talent need to compare with genetic and learn.
Yes, I totally agree with you, and I think that for measure of talent maybe come from the learn because if one person uh, they they didn't get any knowledge from learn, they maybe they are difficult become talent person.
But your opinion is different for me because I think genetic is more high percent. I think so because I guess the genetic will be um, I think 70% and 30% is learner because I I see in myself sometimes some skill I try to learn, although learn very hard, but I cannot do it or I cannot improve it.
Yeah,
So I think genetic is important. So after that, when we combine genetic with learn, after that we will be we will to become talent. I think so.
yeah, I think your idea is a good point to be investigated in many cases in the world, like some talent in musical of Việt Nam, like Đặng Thái Sơn. I think Đặng Thái Sơn artist is one of talent of Vietnam in musical field, and they already inherit uh, some ability from his parent, and after that he won the prize, big prize in the musical competitive. Uh, so they become a talent person.
Yes.
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, so welcome back, Quinn and Puang. Now you will have a chance to share your answers. So, can I please start with Puang? Puang, can you share your answer? Is talent genetic or learned, or is it both? So, which one are you choosing?
I choosing both because talent, from my opinion, I think that talent be genetic and learned.
Great, so let's start with fact first. So, what are your facts?
Uh, According to study from the one professor from university, he shows that uh, more talent is have one genetic ability.
Great. And what about your opinion?
Opinion. From my perspective, I think that talent is one of the is one of the thing can learn.
Great, well done. Very good answers, Puang. Next, can I have Quinn? So Quinn, is talent genetic or learned, or is it both? Which one are you choosing?
Yeah, I choose talent, both of genetic and learned. Ah, sorry, I'm not open. I choose both talent of genetic and
Great.
learned.
Great. So let's start with facts. What are your facts?
The fact is, a study of 500 twins found that 80% of tongue defects is inherited.
Good. Well done. Very good answer. And what about your opinion?
Opinion, when you spend more time to practice the skill or uh, the skill or the work, you will um, the talent will become so this skill will become the talent.
Good. Well done. That was a very good answer. So well done, Quinn. Well done, Puang. You both did great. So now let's look at the sample answer. Okay, so let's start with the first paragraph. So can I have Quinn, can you read the first paragraph?
Yes. From my point of view, talent is both genetic and learned. A study by John Brustad investigated 19 child priorities. The result was that all of them scored very high on working memory, top 1% of the world population, and this skill was proved to be inherited from a family member. I assume that DNA makes a difference between an average person and a great artist or scientist. However,
Well done, Quinn. Great. Well done, Quinn. That was great. And next, Puang, can you read paragraph 2?
However, according to an article I read recently, most famous musicians require the same amount of training time. The author of the article concluded that at least 10 years of training are required. From my perspective, our DNA is important, but we also need to practice to achieve a high level in any skill.
Well done. Good reading, Puang. Good reading, Quinn. So now I'd like to give you both some feedback. So first I'll start with Puang. Puang, you have very good grammar. You were able to pronounce words very well. Your sentence structure was great. You were able to give proper facts as well as opinion on the subject. You were able to express both fact and opinion very well. So well done to you, Puang. You did great. Okay, so now I'd like to give feedback to Quinn. So Quinn, you've done good with grammar. Your sentence structure was great. You were able to pronounce words well. You were able to provide fact and opinion, and you were able to express your thoughts on both fact and opinion very well, and you have a good accent. So well done to you, Quinn. You did very good.
Thank you,
Next,
teacher.
let's move. You're welcome. Next, let's move on to our topic engagement question. How can we combine facts and opinions to strengthen our idea? Do you remember Benedict and Sue from the beginning of our lesson? So after this lesson, they know how to combine facts and opinions to strengthen their ideas. Now you will put these words or phrases in the correct place to complete these speeches. So Puang, can you please read Benedict?
I believe talent is learned. According to an article I read recently, most famous pianists had received intensive training since they were young. They didn't show any special ability when they were a child. From my point of view, there is no doubt that training is required to become an expert.
Good, well done. That is correct. And Quinn, can you please read the next paragraph?
Yes, I think talent is genetic. Did you know that? There has been many children who show unusual language skill at a very early age, even though they wasn't taught anything before. From my perspective, practice is very important. However, genetic factors contribute a lot more to our success.
Well done. That was very good. So now we are going to look at the lesson objectives again. Now, can you use target vocabulary to talk about talents?
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
I can.
Great. Can you use passive voice with simple present, simple past, and modal verbs to make complete sentences?
Yes, I
Yes,
can, but a
teacher.
little bit.
Great. And can you combine facts and opinions to strengthen your idea in a discussion?
Yes, teacher.
Great. So, Quinn and Puang, we've reached the end of today's lesson. We've ended the lesson 5 minutes earlier. Are you comfortable with ending the lesson here?
It's okay, teacher.
Great. And how about you, Puang?
It's okay, teacher.
Great. So, thank you, Quinn. Thank you, Puang, for joining today's lesson. Please